Hey everybody, it's Cookies here, and today I kind of just wanted to do like a really chill, like sit down and talk video. The topic I have chosen is something, I don't know why I choose to remember this moment. It's kind of just something like whenever someone asks me about, hey, what's a traumatic thing that happened in your life? This is kind of just what I think about. And now that I think about it, it's not even really traumatic. It's not even really like horribly like traumatizing. It's kind of just because I was like so young at the time, and I wasn't even really that young. I was like 12. But well, I guess that's young, but yeah, it's kind of just something that I was thinking about, and I was like, why don't I make a video about this? It happened around springtime, spring or summer. I think it was summer because it was really hot out. And my friend and I, Sydney, she loves going down by like little ponds, and we have one over by where we live, but it's kind of like a community pond, so it's kind of like in the middle of like everything, so it's like everybody can go to it. It's not like an isolated place, and there's like fountains and bridges and places to go have like a picnic or something. We were down there and we were kind of just like walking along by the cement, like on the sidelines of it, the outskirts of the pond. So we were walking along that, and the cement was really, really hot. And of course we were both wearing like shorts. So she was like, oh yeah, why don't we just like put our feet in and we can like relax and cool down for a little bit. So we were doing that, and we decided to have a contest to see who could like dip down the furthest in the water without falling in. So my competitive side came out, and I was like, I gotta win this. I gotta show her like I'm the best. Like I gotta prove myself, right? So I went in, and I was only like down to here. I don't know if you can see, but I was just like below like my ribs. The cement was like really rough, so I couldn't like pull myself up because my back was like kind of like bent against like the cement, and there was like seaweed on the bottom, so it was like touching me, and I was like freaking out because it was like all slimy and everything. So I was like freaking out, and I was like panicking. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what am I gonna do? And she was like, just pull yourself up, just pull yourself up. And I was like, I can't, it's too hard, because there was a ledge, but of course it was underwater, and it was like really, really slippery, and I have like no upper body strength whatsoever, so it's like I can't, especially in like a really slimy wet situation. And then she was finally like, okay, it's okay, I'll go get some help, because there was like a playground near, right? So she went over to the playground, the farthest possible place that she could have gone, she went. And like a minute later she came back, and with this lady, and she was wearing a pink jogger, like a pink sweatshirt type thing that you wear when you go jogging. She got down on her knees, and she was like, okay, just wait, I'll pull you out, but let me pull up my sleeves first, I don't want you to get them wet. So she took like 30 seconds to roll up her sleeves as I was like freaking out. Sorry, my camera stopped recording, so I have to record off of my iPad, so sorry the quality's like really bad compared to my camera. So yeah, she was like, okay, just give me a couple seconds to pull up my sleeves because I don't want you to get them wet. While I was in the water, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Even though the water was only like 2 meters deep or something, 3 meters deep. So I wouldn't have like, I couldn't touch the ground, but it's not like too terribly deep, like I could have swam in it. And finally she tried to grab my arm, and she tried to pull me out. But I was like still panicking, and she couldn't pull me out. And so she was like, okay, it's okay, don't worry, don't panic. I saw this really, really cute guy over by the park, and we started talking, so I'll just go get him. So again, she took like 5 minutes, and she finally came strolling back with the guy, and they were talking, they were like making cool conversation, and they were just talking, and she was like, okay, it's okay, I found this guy, and he can pull you out. So he grabbed my arm, and he like pulls me out, like it's no problem, like I'm just like a piece of like styrofoam or something. Like he like pulls me out, and then of course we're on cement, and he just drops me, and I was like 2 feet above the cement. I like braced myself, I put my hands on the cement, I braced myself, and yeah, luckily, because my face would have hit the cement. He didn't even ask. He wasn't like, okay, how did this happen? He wasn't like, are you okay? Like, do you need me to like stay and like help you? Like, are you okay? Like, do you need any help? No, no, no. Him and the lady, they just stroll off making cool conversations, small chit chat, and they just walk off like nothing ever happened. I'm sitting there on the cement like, what? Like, I almost died here. Like, do you mind? So she was like, are you okay? Like, call your mom. Like, call your mom and you can come over to my place and we'll get you dry and then your mom can come pick you up. So I called my mom, she called her mom, and we were both on the phone at the same time. And we both got off the phone, and my mom was like, and no, sorry, not my mom, but I told her that my mom was like, no, you should just come home. Her mom said basically the same thing. She was like, no, she should just go home. There's no point in her coming to our place because blah, 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 blah reasons. So basically both of our parents said that I should just go home. So we ended up saying goodbye, and I ended up walking home. But the whole time, while this scenario was going on, there was an elderly couple sitting across the river, or pond, I guess. Not river, but sitting across the pond, having a nice picnic, laughing. As if this was all just like a scene that we put on, like honestly, I don't even know. We noticed that after, because Sydney and I, when we were just like sitting down, we kind of looked over and we just saw they were just sitting there laughing. I laugh at it now because I'm like, oh my god, like if I could have just like calmed down, I could have been fine. I could have just like pulled myself out. But honestly, and a lot of you guys might be saying that too, but honestly, at the time that it happened, it was actually pretty scary. That's basically my story of how I almost died. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's all I have to talk about right now. Sorry again about the crappy iPad quality, because my camera ended up dying. My camera ended up dying right when I was in the middle of the story, so I'm sorry about that. So that is all the story time I have time for today, I guess. If you like this video, leave a like and leave a comment on what you think Trinity and I should do for our group video, or what you think I should do for my next week's video. I will take suggestions, and if it is safe and appropriate, we will probably do it. So yeah, leave a comment. My Twitter, Trinity's Twitter, and the channel's Twitter will be in the links in the description below, so you can go click on those. They're great. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. Peace out from Cookies. It didn't turn off. Ah!